everybody. Come on in. Ciara is coming soon to join us to talk about her new single and hot new video, Rooted, which I know we all already saw this morning, last night actually, and it was amazing. Hi, everybody. Hey, come on in. Ciara's coming. We're going to have a great conversation about all things Rooted, which was amazing. Hello, I know you guys have seen it. It's phenomenal. We're waiting for her to come and join us. Come on in, get settled. You know, we're going to have a great conversation. I am Charlie Penn, Relationships and Wellness Director here at Essence. I'm so excited to talk to her. It's already the #1 video on iTunes. I know you guys have seen it. You're probably watching it a million times like I have been. It's so good. And Ciara is coming. Stay with us. Come on in. Let's wait for her. How you guys doing? Yeah? Hi, everybody. Hey. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Jasmine. So Ciara is coming. Everybody stay put. She'll be here shortly. Tell me in the comments what you thought about Rooted so far. It was amazing. The visuals, so good. Yep, I see all the hearts. That's how I felt. Amazing. And those moves, minutes before she dropped Baby Win. Guys, I'm telling you, amazing. All right, she'll be here soon. Join in, like I said, get comfortable, settle in. We're going to talk to her, ask her all the questions about the production of the video. She made this video during the pandemic. Already impressed. I don't know how she pulled it off, such brilliant video with social distancing. Amazing. All right, she's here. Hold on. Ciara, comment one more time. I'll grab you. Okay, let's see. Here she comes.
Hello.
Hey, boo. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I know you're amazing. #1 video already.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Rooted. Hey. Brown skin.
Girl.
Rooted. Hey.
I'm feeling rooted and blessed today.
Yes.
Thanks to you giving us another anthem to celebrate our Blackness.
Yes.
And just, how phenomenal it is to be Black in America right now. So let's talk about it. Talk about the meaning. There's so many meanings in one song, in one video. You just blessed us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Firstly, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the love that everyone's showing so far. And it means a lot to hear you say those words, because ultimately that's my goal. Is I want to touch every boss, Black woman, young girl, Black and brown young girl around the world, to let them know that they are that girl.
Yes.
And I'm super proud of this record. I got a good chance to work with my good friend Esther Dean all over again. She sent me the record, and I also ended up co-writing a little bit with her. But also, I want to give love to Stargate. I've always wanted to work with that producing group for a long time, and I finally got the chance to work with the fellas. And then there's also Hudson Mohawk, who's also on the record as well, who helped produce it too. So I want to give love to the creative team. But with the visual, I really, it was unique for me because, as you guys know, I was pregnant. I was in my 10th month of pregnancy, and feeling every bit of 10 months.
You didn't look like it in that video.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I did my best to make it like I wasn't feeling no pain, but I was in pain. My hip was hurting, my pelvic bones is on fire. But I was really committed to making the best video that I could to support the record. And I shot pretty much mostly everything at my house. I just found really cool areas on my property to, make it all, just really find the best spots that would visually jump out. And you guys know, because we're in quarantine and COVID times, I had a very limited crew with me. I want to shout out all my dancers that were part of this, because we had to capture dancers in LA, Atlanta, and New York. And I got to give a lot of credit to the creative team. I can tell you, this crew was pretty much predominantly all powerful Black women, or women of color. And shout out to Annie Bursey, a young up-and-coming director who I believe has incredible vision. you know, I created this with her. And then also my good friend, Jamaica Craft, who I've known since I was a baby in this. She was also one of the creative directors on this project. But she helped with like the direction of the dancers. We were in this thing together, also editing this video together. I literally have been breastfeeding and editing this
At
video.
the same time?
Yes, that's been my life. It's been nonstop. And I also want to shout out my best friend, Yolanda Frederick Thompson. I know a lot of my fans know her. She did the makeup. Kaya Wright did the hair. Brandon Hicks, who is a phenomenal, also, I got to shout out the fellas, a powerful Black man as well, who shot the photos for the video. But I mean, it was just a phenomenal effort from everyone. And I'm so proud to know that everyone's loving it. It's been I've been really just, I can say, committed, determined. I'm going to post up a BTS video tomorrow where you will see I was in labor having to approve the song because the schedule was what it was. Like with turn-ins, you had to turn things in. And who would have known I would ended up in that position, but I had to like hear the music. No one knew I was in labor, but I was listening at one point in time to the song, approving the record, and the same part of all of it. So, I mean, it's been an incredible, memorable experience that I will forever cherish. You know, it marks a very special time in my life and also a special time in the world, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Time in the world.
I love to hear you talk about the love for everyone involved and the teamwork. You can feel that love and that passion coming through in the video for what you're saying and how important it is for you to have young Black men and women, queens and kings,
yes,
rooted in who they are. And that is really conveyed, and it was seamless.
Absolutely. No, I thank you for that. I mean, I wrote a message at the end and just saying, you know, the truth is, and I've always believed this, that the gender or the color of your skin will never limit how far you can go in life. And everything that you need to survive and thrive is rooted in you. And I think it's so important for people to know that and to be reminded of that. Celebrate your uniqueness, you know, celebrate that beautiful melanin, you know, that thing that sets you apart, you know. And we all have, I can say as a culture, we have special gifts. We have a special gift to inject soul into the universe and to inject a unique feeling that really sets us apart, you know. And so you got to embrace that and know that, right? And believe in that and be empowered by that, you know, and stay committed because of it, you know. So that was really important to me. So honestly, it means a lot to hear you say how you've been receiving it, you know, because it was a lot of passion poured into the record and the visual.
And we can see your power, right? As a woman, as a wife, as a mother, a sister, a daughter. So I'm curious, Ciara, when did you feel rooted as a Black woman? What was that moment for you?
I think I've had several moments. I can say a very distinctive moment for me was just seeing how by the power of believing in myself and committing to my vision with creating my own record company, my own label, my own entertainment company, Beauty Marks Entertainment, was a game-changing moment for me. And then also, you know, as some of you guys may know, it's been a blessing to, you know, be pretty much first female woman of color to have ownership in a major league soccer team with the Sounders here in Seattle. And obviously Russell, him as well, as a Black man as well. Both of us, we have ownership in the Seattle Sounders. And there's moments like that, you know, you pinch it's not you pinch yourself, but you go like, you do kind of pinch yourself. Actually, you do, because it's like, you know, it's bucket list type of things that are happening.
Yeah.
But it lets you know what you're capable of by simply believing, right? And you believe, and you got everything it takes. You know, you just have to believe in it and know it, and be empowered by it. So there's moments like that. Obviously being able to plant new seeds, put out new, you know, create new seeds and bring them into this world with my 3 babies, knowing the strength of what that is and the gift of what that is, right? And how I feel after every baby that I've had thus far, I feel even more empowered, even more capable, even more motivated, even more determined to go after what I want to do. And I was just saying to someone the other day that, excuse me, that your hotness, like for me, the hotness level meter has to go up another level. Like it has to literally be like, okay, now I got 3 precious angels that I've been able to bring to this world. I have to only continue to level up. You know, so there's moments like that, you know, true real life moments that remind you of like, how you're rooted, and everything that you need is rooted in you.
Right there in our hearts. Out.
Right.
And you don't shy away from racial tension and what we need to feel as Black people in America.
Mm-hmm.
Breonna Taylor, making sure we continue to say her name. And I really appreciate that. And as a mom of three, all moms right now and all Black women are like, what do we tell our babies? How do we move forward, right? How are you going to talk to them about just the world that we're in and what it means to be Black in this
Yeah.
world?
I think the best thing is to continue to give them the tools that they need, and you read things as your kids grow, because kids are really smart. My daughter's 3 and Future's 6. So he's 3-year-old. She don't really know exactly what's going on.
Ciara,
6-year-old and also 6-year-old young Black boy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sensitivity to that. And Future's very smart, very aware. So I think, it's important to know where your kids are mentally, and then find that best moment to talk to them in depth about things. And excuse me, there's such a pure, innocent thing that that kids, they have. And I don't ever want to take that away. I want for my son to always know that he can be and do whatever he wants to do if he believes in it. And, I'll say that a lot, because I've kind of really embraced that idea of all it takes is one person to believe, and that person is you when you want to achieve anything. And I think that, as much as we can protect that and, encourage them to know who they are, what they have. And then when time comes and he gets older, we talk about what you do.
Right.
Right. I think that you have to know where your kids are mentally, and know, and kind of read it, and then know what information you want to give them to empower them, to educate them, to, enlighten them on how they can thrive and survive in the world. So that's kind of how I look at it. But I will say the foundation here in our house, it's really important to us to, make sure we're planting, like I said in the video, planting seeds of love, planting seeds of faith, planting seeds of hope. God and Jesus is up in the mix up in his house too, because if we have him at the foundation, and we have them, God and Jesus at the foundation of it all, we're also empowered. We're empowered by that. I actually shared this song on my Instagram story the other day by Tasha Cobbs, by my friend Tasha Cobbs, and it's a song called "You Know My Name," and it's a powerful thing when you know that God knows your name.
Mm-hmm.
When you know that Jesus knows your name. Like when you know that, at that point, can't nothing stop you. And even if it feels like something is, it never is when you have them. So, those are a few of the things that I kind of focus on, and or we focus on in our house. And I think about, as it relates to that.
And the hope and the positivity, like you mentioned, Ciara, that is so important. Those are the seeds for the future, right? That we all want to live in. Let's talk a little bit about your baby win, your last pregnancy. Like, I feel like I watched it like 5 times, and I was like, can we get a prayer for our knees? Because I can't do that move after I have a cheeseburger. And here you were, like 3 days away, right? A few days away, too. And you're out here giving us, classic Ciara dance moves. And so tell me about your pregnancy and that journey, because obviously you stayed healthy and happy.
Yeah, thank you so much. I did my best to. I will say, being pregnant in COVID is not easy.
Right.
It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
But it can be easier if you kind of have things that you want to focus on to get you through it. So what carried me through my journey in this era thus far, even now, it was really fun kind of assisting my kids along with their remote class sessions, the Zoom classes. I'm like, basically, I can be a teacher's assistant now. I got that on lock. I worked out down to like my 3 weeks left before delivery. I just did things to keep myself active. I kept my meetings going for my businesses, for my company. I stayed like busy going after things that I wanted to do and that I knew I wanted to continue even after I had baby Win.
Right.
So I really kind of filled my schedule up with things to keep me like active and to keep me, energized and like feeling like I'm doing something. Because otherwise, being pregnant during COVID, it feels like the days are going so slow.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so, like, what do I do? Like I use the Talladega Nights reference, like what do I do with my hands? Like what do I do? You know, it's like, okay, how do I fill up this time? And before I knew it, it was time to deliver. You know, but it was really fun for me staying, you know, also staying active with like making this video for Rooted, you know,
Yeah.
things like that kept me going. It brought me joy. It also like reminded me of like just how capable we are, like just how much we really can do it all as a woman, you know, as a mom. Like I just kind of thrive off of stuff like that, like knowing that I've got all these things going on and I'm still capable with all of it going on, right? There's something
Right.
about that that makes you feel like, yeah, like she Rooted, she got it. You know what I'm saying?
We are superhuman. Black women are superhuman
We
in all the
are
best ways.
very
You know,
powerful.
and it is amazing. And it's interesting to hear you talk about like that downtime and keeping your mind busy and focused on the positive. I've heard a lot of Black women say like they're journaling and really digging within and learning new things about themselves. What have you learned about yourself, Ciara, the wife, the mother, you know, the friend during coronavirus?
I feel like my kid's about to fly up in this office right now. What have I learned about myself? Man, I've learned that again, we're capable. I've always said that we're built for everything that we go through.
Yeah.
You know, everything we're built for it. God has equipped us with it all. You know, there's nothing we really can't make it through. Again, if we believe,
Yeah.
and we commit to it, you know, commit to figuring it all out, we really can. Honestly, we can go through some junk too, and
Okay.
we come out strong on the other side.
Oh, yes.
You know, but I just learned, like, you know, I mean, if you can make it through times like this, you know, I feel like it really lets you know, like, you know, because it's a tough moment. I
Yeah.
don't care who you are, you know,
Yeah.
everyone. I don't care how many resources you have, how, you know, your finances, or who your status. This COVID era has been like an equalize. Like it's like Bill Gates called it. What do you call it? What did he call it? He said, I call it the equal. I think he called it the equalizer. I'm trying to think about. I
Yeah.
read an article and I use this
Yeah.
whole. But it is. He called it the great connector, and I call it equalizer. That's what it was. I was reading an article from Bill Gates. He's talking about that. But it really does kind of like equalize things, right?
Right.
And humanizes things. It
Yeah.
humbles us in this process.
Oh, yeah.
But I've really learned, like, listen, there's nothing we can't get through, and if we can make it through this time, which I believe we are, I really do believe we're going to make it through these times.
Yeah.
Um, we can make it through anything. Moments like this are real, you know? So, um, yeah, I've learned though, also, I've really taken advantage of the time that I get to spend with my family.
Yeah.
That's been very valuable for me. Really cherishing that. Russ would normally be in football way more, but he actually had to do a lot of work at home. So that was sweet for me as well. And I was able to get a lot of work done at the same time. You also get to see the power of technology
Oh,
through
yes.
it all, right?
We
I
all
think the
stay
world's going to be,
together that way.
yeah, we stay connected. Me and my close girls talk like every day.
Group chats, video
Group
calls
chat, FaceTime
held us
calls.
down.
Seriously, it's carried us through.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of positives that have come through all of it, you know?
Yeah. Now, you know, I cover all things love here at Essence, and I've had the pleasure of covering Russell's relationship from the beginning. And it's always beautiful to see couples continue to grow and love each other. And we can always count on him. I saw him congratulating you today. You have such a keeper on your hands. You know, we all know, but it seems that you all, Ciara, continue to just get happier and stronger as a couple, which is beautiful to watch. And I would love for you to just tell us your secret or advice you have for couples, because growth is powerful when you can
Yeah.
get.
First of all, thank you so much. And I do feel that way myself. You know, the days keep getting happier and sweeter. I will say, I know, I don't know if this goes over people's heads sometimes, but I will just be very honest. I think the thing that really keeps us strong at our foundation of us is having God at the foundation.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, that is a game changer. I feel, and we always talk about it. We've been equally yoked since day one. And I think that when you and a person share a lot of similarities and vision, and you're aligned spiritually, mentally, you know, that's game changing, because then you alleviate half of the battles that you would go through if you and a person share completely different ideas on how you want to live life.
Yeah.
You know, so then the things that you disagree on are, they're small. Even if it's kind of a big thing you disagree on, it's still kind of small in the grand scheme, because ultimately you find a way to, you know, figure it out. Communication is huge.
Yeah.
Communication is
Oh
huge.
yeah.
And sometimes it's hard.
Oh, all the time it's
But
hard. You push through.
yeah, communication is, you know, it depends on what you have to communicate, right? Because you want to be respectful to each other. You don't want to step on each other's, you know, feelings, and like you want to make sure you're like you're being conscious of each other when you're
I say
communicating.
speak with love.
Speak
Definitely.
with love, and that is true. Like having love at the foundation, right?
Yeah.
That's what the Bible talks about. The greatest things of faith. It was the faith, hope, and love. And love is, you know, the greatest. But you know, communication is huge for us. We talk about communicating with each other. We really work on communicating the best way that we can,
Yeah.
and it's been very healthy. I always say communication rules the nation. So being able to have an open line of communication is game changing. But I say that having God at the foundation, being able to communicate, having, you know, making sure we're also being thoughtful of each other. You can feel each other when you're like, okay, I got to spice it. I got to step my sexy up. I'm kind of, you know, I got to make sure I'm aware.
Level up tonight. Yes.
Level up,
Okay.
you know.
No, what you're saying is it's all facts and it's all true. The communication, the partnership. And speaking of that partnership, you were talking earlier about, you know, always having these beautiful dreams and almost like bucket list items really come to fruition. And with you and Russell, not only with your philanthropy, but also with your careers, you guys really seem to work really well together at cheerleading and helping each other achieve your dreams individually and as a couple. I would love if you share some of just your tactics and how you guys do that, because that's also a win. No pun intended.
So sweet. I know, right? No pun intended, but pun intended.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I will say that the cheerleader is just naturally in us. You know, when he wins, I win. When I win, he wins. I think that's just the truth of it when you're together with someone.
Yeah.
And it paused because my phone said my battery's going low. There's a beauty to that. Yeah, there's a beauty to that, you know. But the cheerleader's naturally in us, for, you know, naturally in us individually. That's just who we are. And there's nothing better than when you see, you know, your partner be able to pursue their dreams, make them come to life, you know, make it all happen. You know, it feels good because, again, like it's like what's happening to them is happening to me, vice versa, and vice versa. So naturally we cheer each other on and we motivate each other. You know, that's kind of in us. You know, we both talk about our goals together. And that's always fun too. You know, because then we kind of get to see what we both are thinking individually and what we can do together. And I just feel like I've never had this before, you know, like the way that we communicate and do stuff. It's a very special thing. But the only way is up by sharing, you know, sharing our thoughts and our ideas and our goals with each other and how we're going to make it happen. Because then if one person's having like a more like if I'm having a challenging day, like we're trying to figure stuff out, he knows like my thoughts. He knows where I am. He can help me in that moment because we talk about it. We're always like, you know, lock and step in that regard. So
well, we feel it and we see it. And I love that you open that part of your life up to your fans, you know, just to show them your journey. And your most recent, beautiful, amazing accomplishment is Baby Win. We're all so excited. Yay. Congratulations.
Yay.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Too?
Yeah, Win is eating, basically. Every hour to an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. Sometimes there's the cluster feeding they talk about where it's every 30 minutes in a chunk of time. And I'm like, yo, like I just saw you and now we back at this again. No, but it's really sweet. It's really fun. He brings me so much joy. Future and Sienna love him so much. Oh. Our house is full of love and joy right now. And it's just been a precious, sweet time. Like I can't even put it into words. Like I'm like, I need to journal. I keep saying I need to journal.
You got to do it
because it's a lot of sweet moments happening. And ever since we left the hospital to bring Win home to the family and the house, it's been awesome. So we're having a good time. You know, I'm in love. I'm getting 3 times the love now, right? Because future Sienna and Win.
Woman, it's
Yeah,
blessed.
I am blessed. I feel really blessed. I do. I know I'm blessed. Thank you, God.
I love it. And thank you for your energy, for Rooted, for coming through today to talk to Essence and all your fans.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. I have a few things I want to say. I want to thank everybody for all the love that you guys have been showing so far. This song is incredibly meaningful to me. You know, I feel like in a sense, in that sense, it's also something special for us. Like I say, for all my Black and brown girls, and also the fellas too.
Yeah.
You know, you got to stay rooted. And like I said, know that everything you need to thrive and survive is rooted in you. That is real. If you believe it, it's possible. And it's that simple. And don't stop marching. Like I said, you know, don't stop, you know, fighting for what you believe in. And your voice matters. I want to encourage everyone to go out and vote as well. Russ and I have had a great opportunity to be a part of the I Am Voter campaign. And you can go to iamvoter.com to you know, learn what you need to learn and figure out what you need to you know, let your voice be heard. I think that's one of the greatest ways we can let our voices be heard is through voting. That your vote can make a difference, and I believe it will make a difference. So I want to encourage everyone to do that. Also, something really sweet about the Rooted record and the visual is that a portion of the proceeds are going to also go to grant makers for girls of color. And I love that because this organization is about helping empower the Black and brown women all over the world and provide grants for women of color. And so that's a really awesome, sweet thing. So I'm really proud of that. I just want to make sure everybody knows that when you are downloading this record and the video, you are also a part of making the impact. For all our boss, brown,
Everybody.
beautiful, melanin queens around the world. So I want everybody to know that when they're downloading the record, they're a part of that as well. But I'm excited. This is an exciting time. The love has been incredible. I can't even put that love into words, how the love feels into words for everyone. But I want to thank you guys for just supporting me in my journey. Every day hasn't been the most perfect day of my career, but it's been incredible to now be on my 16th year and to still have opportunity and you know, to see the success of the song so far, it means a lot. So I'm really grateful for that.
And you are glowing, and I think you made a lot of Black people glow today with this record.
Hey,
so thank you. Everybody stay rooted. Ciara,
hey,
time.
stay rooted.
Food.
Hey, thank you so much. I had so much, yes, I had so much fun talking to you. You're so beautiful. And thank you for your time. Your energy is beautiful. And all of you guys, I'm sending you out of love. Stay rooted. Brown skin,
Hey,
HBM, red, I'm rooted. Thank you, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Love to everyone at Essence as well.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.